Welcome back to our channel. In this channel, we are going to discuss about 10th English grammar. Every Sunday we will upload 10th English grammar. So don't miss our videos to watch. So don't forget to subscribe our channel. If you are the first member to see our channel, please subscribe our channel. To receive our video immediately, click the bell icon right next. Part 1 Models. In your textbook, page number 112 to 14. So what are models? What do you know about models? A model is used to indicate a modality that express a speaker's general intention. So I think you might learn about the models in the previous classes. So if you don't know, watch this video fully without pausing the video. So models it will express the likelihood, ability, permission, request, capability, and etc. Auxiliary verb. So what do you know about auxiliary verb? Auxiliary verbs are divided into two categories: primary auxiliary and modal auxiliary. So in primary auxiliary and modal auxiliary you already studied in the 9th standard. So what is primary auxiliary? Primary auxiliary means the verb to be, to have, and to do. And then modal auxiliary means shall, should, will, can, could, may, might, dare, need, ought to, used to, and so on. So these are the modal auxiliaries. So one of the important points in the modal is the modals do not change according to the number of person or the subject, because this is one of the most important point note in the modals. Some of the modals are classified as can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should, and must, or the following followed by infinitive without to. For example, I am giving you some examples of this. Geeta must go to the hospital. So here I didn't use the to before the must. Here must is the modal. Santosh will help you. Here will is the modal. I didn't use to. To is the infinitive word. So we should not use to before these modals. Devi should keep up her word. Rohit might leave India shortly. So these are the examples without the to before the modals. What do you know about modals? Yeah, I have already given you the introduction of the modal. In this session, we are going to discuss only 4 modals. This is our part 1 video. In the part 2 video, I will upload the remaining. So, first, I am going to discuss you about can. So, can is used to express the ability of a person or a subject. So what is the ability? For example, I can speak English fluently and I can dance well. So these are the abilities of the subject. So this is the first A section. Next, permission. So if you need to grant any permission, you can use the can. Can I go out? Yeah, you can go out. They will answer like this. If you ask any question like this, they will answer like this. Then, possibility. Malaria can be dangerous. This is a possibility. You can also use the can be like this. Next, could. So, could is the past form of the can. So, this is the ability in the past. This is used to say the ability in the past. I could easily run fast. Those days. So here you need to note that those days denote the past tense. So I could easily run fast on those days. So this is the ability of the subject I in the past days. Next, a polite request in the present. So this is not the past. Here we are using the could in the present. So if you need to ask any polite request to your ma'am or your teacher or your manager, etc., you can use this could. Could I see the manager for a minute? Could you give me the answer for this? So these are the polite requests in the present. Next topic is shall. So shall is used to express the future. So in the tenses you will study about this. So this is the future form. To denote the future we should use the shall. Okay. When we use the subject or I or we should need to use the shall. When we use the subject I or we can use the shall. I shall be 16 next year. So this is denoting the future of the subject. Shall is used to express the certainty. If you sing well, you shall be the winner. So this is a certainty describing for the subject here. Then assurance. Take the medicine regularly and you shall be well. So this is the assurance given by the doctor to the patient. So these are the assurance given by the people. Next, promise. If you win the match, you can have a holiday. This is a promise. You can give a promise to anybody using the shall. Next, D, threat. If you don't pass the exam, you shall be retained in the same class. So this is a threat. Next, we shall also use the command. All students shall reach the prayer hall by 4 p.m. So this is the comment given by the principal to the students. Next, shall is used in a question. It asks the will or the desire of the person addressed. Shall we go to the market? Shall I come with you for the movie? So these are the questions asked by the subject. Okay, let's move on to the should. So you know very well should is the past form of the shall. So shall, same as shall, should, we are using to express little bit changes in this should. Duty or moral obligation. We should take care of our parents during old age. This is our duty during the old age of our parents. So this is describing our future. Next, advice or instruction or opinion. You can use these three in case for the should. High degree probability. So for probability, high degree, you can use the should. The team should win the trophy for all the efforts. So the team should win. They will definitely win. So if you saying the sentence in a high degree probability, you can use the should there. You should have worn a grand party dress for a party. So these are the sentence used for the should. Okay. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe my video. We will see in the next video with remaining part. Thank you.